Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Sanch. Welcome back to the Bodybuilding News Network. We have your top four from prejudging from the 2024 Mr. Olympia in the 212 men's open bodybuilding division. I do have some very good footage here from the production. We are going to skip through it to give respect to the Olympia team. Make sure you guys are purchasing the live stream over at olympiaproductions.com, and you'll be able to do that and see that footage very, very well. It's really high definition, great quality, so hopefully you guys are able to go over there, purchase the live stream, and support the Olympia. Now, we will be pulling up this footage on the video here. We're not going to be playing the video, as I do want to respect the Olympia, but we are going to skip through it and show you guys exactly who is in what and who's going to be placing where. Starting from the left, debatably in third or fourth, Keone Pearson, number 3 in the yellow posing trunks, our reigning 212 Olympia champion. Keone Pearson, number 18 in the gray trunks, looking like he's going to be continuing this reign. I think the legs, the vacuum, the overall physique is going to be speaking for itself, especially in this front double. He's really setting himself apart from Clarida next to him, number 4, third from the left in the number 4 gold posing trunks. The former 212 Olympia champion, definitely a favorite for second place here. And Angel Calderon, number 5 in the, I would say, purple posing trunks, all the way on the right, fourth from the left. I think a very convincing fourth here, potentially third place. So front double, I definitely give this one to Keone. Clarida, close second. Front lat spread, the lighting changes just a little bit, but here we go. This one, again, Keone won. I think the legs are pretty dominant here. The midsection as well. The chest as well. The shoulders as well. I mean, the guy he really nailed it last year, and he's really showing himself as being a dominant champion, I think, this year so far. Clarida, this is not his best shot, but a very good shot for him. Keone Pearson on the left, number 3. I'd probably give this one to him a little bit better detail in the midsection, better detail in striations in the quadriceps as well. The adductors looking a little bit more detailed as well. I would say the biceps are, I'd say, comparable in the front lat. It's kind of hard to say here. The chest, very, very similar with Angel Calderon, number 5 on the right. So kind of split straight down the middle, perfect scores for 1, 2, 3, and 4 for Keone Pearson, Clarida, Keone Pearson, and Angel Calderon, 1, 2, 3, 4. Side chest, see if we can get a good angle here. Everyone's turned, everyone's ready. Again, pretty solid straight down the line. Keone winning this shot. You get a little bit more detail. The photos are really bad, or the footage is bad from this angle, but overall you can kind of tell what's going on here. You can see a lot more detail. The tan is also pretty much spot on with Keone in the quads, the hamstrings. The chest, overall, the width as he turns into this shot is better, more complete, more full. Clarida, I would say he's actually probably in third here behind Keone. I think Keone is his chest, the wheels, the arms kind of put him in front here in the side chest. So I'd actually have Keone 1, Keone 2, Clarida 3, and Angel Calderon 4. Angel just doesn't look very conditioned in some of the shots we've seen so far. Back double. Let's get everybody into the shot. Now, my eyes went to Angel. He looks pretty good in this shot. The glutes aren't as conditioned. The hamstrings aren't as conditioned as Keone Pearson. Keone's glutes are not as hard as Keone's. So Keone and Keone side by side here. Similar structure, but Keone definitely has a lot more detail in the upper body. The lower body as well. The midsection's a little bit more tapered. The glutes are a lot harder. The hamstrings are much more dug out. Clarida looking good, though. I would say the hamstrings look pretty solid in this shot. A very complete bodybuilder for how much size he's able to pack on. He's able to pack on that physique this early in the show. Back lat spread. Wait for everyone to get into it. Again, I'm not going to play the footage. Make sure you guys purchase the live stream. But I will skip through it to at least show you guys what's going on with these guys. You're going to really miss out on the full production of the show if you guys aren't purchasing the live stream. I will tell you that. I'd say Keone's pretty dominant here with Sean Clarida in a close second. Again, the hamstrings, the glutes, it's the same conversation. The width of the lats. The detail, not as much with Keone. I'd say Sean actually has a little bit more detail. A little bit more of that Phil Heath bubble factor. 3D muscle. Moving into the side. He did say side chest during the stream, but side tricep. Again, I'd say this is pretty convincing down the line. Keone dominating this one. Sean and Kareth battling it out for second place, and then Angel holding it up on fourth. I think it's pretty sealed at this point. Sean's got better arms from the side than Kareth. You can see in the tricep, the detail, the midsection are very similar. Keone kind of separating himself from the pack, being number one here. Even in the quads, the detail, the separations, the striations. Sean Clarida's chest from the anchor or from the back actually has a lot of separation. I like to see that. A little side camera angle. You get to see a little bit of different stuff here. Most muscular, they tried to coordinate that, doing the hands clasped. This is probably the closest shot they have here is the hands clasped, most muscular. The quads, although Clarida is smaller in the leg department, he's very complete. But next to Keone, I just don't think it's a competition. I think Keone really is a dominant champion right now. They do move people around, giving Angel a good comparison next to Sean or to Keone, Angel and Keone, and Sean Clarida and Kareth Bajo, giving them a comparison as well. Trying to figure out if this comparison isn't so much about Keone and Angel, but it's about Sean Clarida and Kareth Bajo, as they're seeing is how these two guys compare to 2 and 3. Keone essentially is already solidified in their minds as winning this show. That's exactly what's going on. Front double bicep. Sean has more detail. His proportions are more, they pop more. But I'd say Kareth's legs are very competitive next to Sean Clarida. Chest, I'd say, could go either way with these guys. I'd say Kareth has a little bit more thickness in the chest. And the midsection has a nice vacuumed taper, which I think is a very good look nowadays. But Sean's bicep peaks are better, and the tricep sweeps are better. And I'd even say the forearm detail and thickness is better. So I would say Sean Clarida is probably going to be winning this front double. Putting these two next to each other for the front and lat. This is where you're going to kind of start getting into what are the judges looking for? Are they looking for someone more similar to Keone with the width and the density in the legs with a Kareth Bajo? Or are they going to go with the former 212 champion in Sean Clarida? Now, Sean has nice legs, but they're not as big. They're not as detailed. They're not as full as Kareth's. The midsections are very comparable. The chest, I'd say, is comparable with Kareth leading the pack on it. And then the delts, I would say, the shoulders from the front. Kareth's shoulders look a little bit more, they're wider. They're a little bit more complete. So I'd give this shot to Kareth, actually. From the side chest, I'd say this is a shot that Sean Clarida struggles with just because of his stature. He's smaller. His clavicle width is more narrow, so it's not going to give him that great X taper, that great Y taper that a lot of these athletes are looking for. A lot of the judges are judging favorably right now, whereas Kareth has very wide clavicle insertions, and that adds to his silhouette. It makes him look a lot larger. It makes him take up a lot more space on stage. So the side chest, I'd say, is a Kareth shot as well. So I would not be surprised if Sean Clarida drops to third, just off of first initial look here. The back double, it's hard to give Kareth this one. Sean is very complete here. A lot of detail, a lot of conditioning in the hamstrings. This is definitely a Sean Clarida shot. In my opinion, bodybuilding shows are won from the back. And I'd say from the front. Sides, not so much. But the back especially, historically, they've won. People have won shows from the back. Sean definitely winning the back shot there. Looks like they skipped the back ladder. I missed it. Let's go back a little bit. Yep, they skipped the back lat here. That's okay. And they're going to do another they're going to do an ab and thigh. Hey, Kareth is no slouch on the ab and thigh. Some of the more details coming out in the quadriceps, the adductors here. You can see a little bit of the feathering. Not so much. The quality's not great. We'll get more footage later on from different photographers. But Sean's midsection is pretty tight, pretty dialed in here. And that's essentially it, ladies and gentlemen. I'd say I was very excited with the results here. Prejudging, I think Keone is dominating. He's really going to be showing himself as being the champion here already this early into the show. But, of course, let me know your thoughts on the top 4 prejudging for men's 212 open bodybuilding at this year's 2024 Mr. Olympia. I'm your host and producer here on the Bodybuilding News Network, Josh Sanch. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing. And thank you to Dragon Pharma for sponsoring our other show, Monday Morning Muscle. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.